Welcome to Minute with the Mayor. Today my special guest is Maysville's project coordinator, Mr. David Hord. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm glad to be able to do this morning.
So I see behind us that there's some work being done on the flood wall. Tell us a little bit about the flood wall to start with, and then we'll talk about the work that you're doing here.
Yes, the flood wall protects the downtown area of Maysville. There's the concrete portion of it, and then we have an earthen levee portion of it, which people see driving up and down 2nd Street and, all on through town from east to west. Basically, there's 14,000 feet, close to 8,000 feet of concrete that you see behind us, and there's about 7,000 feet of the earthen levee that you see. So it's about 2.7 miles total altogether. What we see in here is some of the work that we're doing that you see over here where it's been completed, and back here where we're beginning some more construction on it to repair some of the joints that have deteriorated. And the reason that's important is we have to stay into a program through the Corps of Engineers, which is a rehabilitation inspection program, which in short they call it RIP program. But that helps us to be available for money that was spent here a few years back to work on the earthen levee and to do some stuff down at the river park,
Where they did all that stabilization of the wall with the rock that they added.
Yes, they added the rock and kept the curve in the river where it comes into the river park. It was eating away and eroding the slope, so they repaired it. But it was a total of about $8 million that we didn't have to pay for, that it was a federally funded thing that we were eligible for.
Well, and of course, for those that remember or to study the history of the 1937 flood, this flood wall is vital for us.
Yes, it's very vital for the city and the citizens of Maysville. We have 5 pump stations that actually, when we close our gates, when the river's too high at an elevation, we have to close them. If we have rain inside the city, everything has to be pumped out of the city to the river. So that's the reason that's done, and that's the reason we have to maintain those. Also, for everyone downtown, it gives them flood insurance where they don't have to have that excessive cost for their homes and stuff. So that is a very vital part.
Well, we appreciate you joining us today and explaining a little bit about the flood wall and the purpose.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for joining us on Minute with the Mayor.